Hi everyone! Welcome back to our channel. It's actually season 2 already.
Oo nga, kinikilig ako eh. Season 2 na.
Nilalamig ka nun. But we missed you so much and that's
Very
the
much.
reason why we're opening this season with another home fluffing episode featuring Dani, Javi, and Millie, the Panlilios.
Yeah.
Diba? So again, I'm Cindy, Mrs. B.
I'm Model, Mr. B.
And you're watching Mr. and Mrs. B of Mocha Design House.
Woo!
So Dani Barretto is a mother. She is a content creator and an influencer. And she's married to Javi and they have a beautiful daughter and her name is Millie. How did I get to know Dani? Because she's also the best friend of Bella. And remember that Bella is our very first client for the home fluffing episode. The briefing of Dani to us, actually, when she messaged me, she, as usual, she showed the video of her house, photos of exactly what she wants to change. And, my usual questions are, what are your mandatories? What's your wish list? Kasi they moved into this house parang October lang of last year and it is really fairly new. So pretty much, parang 6 months pa lang.
Yeah.
Diba? They haven't really settled in yet. She, I think, showed just a couple of pegs, which is good already as parang a thought starter or an idea starter for us on what we're gonna design for her space. We're giving Dani a rustic reverie theme. Hi! Wow, you're so pretty naman!
Sorry, ang lamig ko kasi may product dito. Sorry!
May styling ka. This is our deck for you that was prepared so kindly by Bianca. In the floor plan, the only thing that would change naman is really the L-type. I think that's going to be the one that's major in terms of change in layout. I mean, the areas will remain the same, but the L-type, because I feel like it's big, and you're agreeing to that, diba? It's parang big for the space.
No, I saw when she came here. She saw.
So again, the inspiration, taking cue from what initially you've sent me. So it's really a combination. It's more neutral now with accents of the black versus all wood. The dining, which is the perfect peg for you on the left. Yep, that's the wishbone chair. So we're going to paint that in black and it's perfect. Parang it's exactly nga the one on the left. And we're doing also a mirror. So ito na, this is your, kind of like a put together vision board. So you have your sideboard and then the mirrored wall panels. We'll probably put a plant on the side. And then the 3-seater sofa is exactly that.
Gosh.
There, that's it.
So excited, you guys.
Oh, there. So,
Kwento ko nga sa mommy ko. Alam mo, sabi ng mommy ko, alam mo, nauna ka pa sa akin kasi yung kwarto niya, sabi ko, pakisabi naman sa kanila, gawin din nila yung kwarto.
see
You guys, next week.
Okay, we'll see you next week. Bye. Bye. So we're finally here, and it's day 1 of the home fluffing for Dani and Javi. And actually, I'm excited to meet her. I haven't met her except in Zoom, and we did a few phone calls. So yeah, so let's go.
Come on.
Hello.
Hello, guys! Hi!
Hello. Finally. Hello. Okay.
We are really extremely, we've been talking about this for weeks. So I'm so excited.
Tell me more about why you want this space renovated.
Well, kasi 1 year pa lang, mag-1 year pa lang kami here sa house. And immediately, nagsawa na kami sa the way it looks. Siguro din kasi we've been home the whole year.
Yeah.
And we've been stuck in the same space. Parang we just, I think, wanted a design that's more pang matagalan. Yung timeless yung itsura, hindi yung mapagsasawaan. Kasi wala pa kaming 1 year dito, we're like, what can we change.
Yeah,
Ganun na kami everyday.
It's something like we realized after living here, like we should have done this pala,
Yeah.
should have done that. So now we have the opportunity where we get to do it. So it's perfect
Yes.
timing. Then.
Yeah.
So yun, that's why we called you.
Well, we hope we can help you realize whatever you had in mind. What are the pieces here that you still want to keep?
Ayan.
And then we'll take it from there on the things that we will add.
Okay, ikaw kasi ako, palitan lahat.
Why are you putting the pressures on me? No, we want to keep this for sure.
Okay.
Kasi we really have to compromise with our previous dining table, which we really loved. And when we saw this one, we kind of just like knew that we had to keep this one then.
Okay.
And of course, we need to keep this.
Okay.
They're just gonna, I think, rearrange
This is
this.
Ivan Acuña.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
They're gonna do magic.
Right. Yes.
And then the rest, you guys do what you want.
Surprise us.
And then slats.
And this, well, yeah, this also.
Yeah. So
That's about it.
Nag-scavenger hunt kayo sa taas, di ba?
oo, kasi di ba like what we always do, I like to repurpose things. Ano na kami doon, ano tawag doon? Source hunt.
Scavenger hunt.
Scavenger hunt. Dun sa third floor nila for anything that we can make use of. Kasi remember, I'm such an advocate of repurposing things.
Unang ilang kayo naman?
O di hindi. Nakakahiya naman sa'yo hindi mo binuhat yan. I found picture frames, I found that painting, that's manansala.
Parang nakilala mo na siya rin doon, di ba?
Oh, because usually naman, the more you go into a person or a client's home, the more you kind of like get to know them.
Yeah.
Halika na! Halika mo na!
Okay, bye!
Bye, guys!
So sad. Wait, I forgot the most heartbreaking thing.
What?
The key of the house. Oh, diba?
Well, where are the keys?
In your bag.
Okay. Bye, guys! See you in 3 days!
We really are leaving now?
Yes, we are! Bye, guys!
This is so sad.
Bye, House!
Okay guys, we're treating yung wall ni Dani ng parang cement finish, no? And then we're trying this new product. Si Asvesti. Ang treatment sa kanya, it's called limewash finish, no? So it's like a cement finish, pero hindi semento yung ina-apply mong diretso dun sa wall. Kundi it's a stroke ng brush.
Parang siyang plaster that
Yeah.
you apply and paint. It's very easy. It's parang very malabnaw. And best part is just, I think, $800 a bag. It's instantly creating a lot of texture. So, I liked it so much. Okay, so it's end of day 1 here at Dani and Javi's place. So far progress, we were able to clear already much of her space wrap. Na-try na rin namin yung Asvesti Paint. And then tomorrow is going to be the one where
Medyo maraming gagawin.
maraming gagawin. So,
Oo.
yeah. Okay, hi guys.
Hey!
What happened?
Uneven. Nung natayo, ang uneven.
Ha?
Nandun na sa presa. Kita pa yung strokes.
Yung strokes, I think it's also the strokes eh.
Hindi ko in-expect na ganun yung itsura nung application ng Asvesti. So, hindi ako happy, hindi ka happy.
Kasi when we left nung day 1, maganda siya because it wasn't really dry. Pero when we looked at it in the morning, all dried up, kitang-kita ko yung brush. Yung brush talaga, kitang-kita mo.
Paano kaya natin? Kasi yung sa kanila, gamit rin nila brush.
I mean, I think for aesthetics of others, okay lang yung kita yung brush stroke. Pero for me and the design intent and what we want to envision the space to be, I didn't want to see the brush strokes. I wanted a little bit opacity in terms of the layers of the application of that asbesti, but not the strokes itself. guys. So, let's go and take a look at it. Yeah, padala na lang po sa amin. Mababa? Thank you.
Tingnan natin yung ano.
Tungtong namin, sir.
Tungtong niya. Ito na lang tungtong niya. Natuloy mo yan eh.
Yeah, well, we're having a bit of a hump on the mirror because mirror na naman. Kasi wala mirror din. It's too heavy and the supplier basically didn't put a hook. Pretty much. So, and I can't have it leaning on the wall because it's supposed to be a buffet cabinet in front of it. That's one. Second is the outlet. Parang hindi yata nakita that there was a outlet at the bottom right because I think there was a buffet cabinet that was covering it before. So, nung natanggal yon and then we installed the mirror, kain yung outlet. We can't cover the outlet because it was so essential for the entertainment system. Kasi kung dalawa naman, ang pangit kasi bitin. Yun ang iniisip ko.
Pero parang sa akin, okay lang din naman. Yung dalawa.
Dad, lagpas yung buffet cabinet. I really got his point. It was difficult to move. We saw the junction box. We saw where the wires were running. We called the mirror supplier and said, sige, paputol na lang natin yung mirror.
Hi, good morning. Sorry. Question lang. I mean, tatanong ko lang, is it possible na ipa-edit namin yung length ng mirror? Papadala namin today. Yung height. Kaya, is it possible na tomorrow pwede namin makuha? Oo, sige. Okay, thank you.
Pagkapunta mo naman ako. So far, patapos na yung painting namin ng lime finish. Lime wash finish dito sa sa unit niya. Yung dumating na rin ibang gamit, yung sliding door, yung toilet door na i-paint, yung table, and yung mga mirrors. Ang kulang na lang namin is talaga yung chair, linis and accessorize.
Pero si Bianca was able to do the mock-up already. Hindi alam ni Dani to. Kasi we wanted to add more galleries, like parang milestone gallery for her in the staircase. Kasi feeling namin, it was underutilized. So, we wanna add this. Something's cute. Something cute, diba? She also has a lot of artworks there. So what we're doing is that we're just grabbing from her Instagram. Tapos
we'll have it painted.
Yep. Okay, so it's day 3 here at Dani and Javi's place. I felt like we had to do a lot of things, but today I just need to have 2 hours to accessorize. So 1 o'clock, the space needs to be cleared. Actually, I was so happy about the wall.
Yeah, lahat ng worries natin ng day 2 biglang poof!
We were so worried about how that was gonna turn out to be, pero pumantay siya. Well, hindi naman namin goal na pumantay siya. I wanted to have batches, pero I didn't want to see the brush strokes. Okay, so you guys usually see us do a lot of treatments for the walls. I mean, these are just easy treatments. Of course, there are those that are very difficult to install, but you've seen us do wall paint, you've seen us do wallpapers. Now, we wanted to feature and highlight here lime wash finish as another treatment. And it depends on how many coats you want to use. Obviously, the first coat is the very thin, and you can see the brush strokes. You can see the wall color underneath, and as you progress, it dries, and then you do a second coat and you do a third coat. But what's important kasi is that when it's wet, it's 10 times darker. So it's important to really do a patch wherein you can experiment and see what is your comfort level in terms of how dark you want it to be or how textured you want it to be. So there, so this one is really, I think, very effective. I think it changed the space, it gives a little bit of texture and rawness. I think that's the keyword that we're aiming for. It's raw walls without it being actual, cement. Okay, ganda na ng mirror.
I love our supplier so much.
Grabe. Grabe, pero
Sabi sa'yo, chicken.
the mirror was so important for me because as you notice, the space of Dani isn't so big. So, it's not naman new to everyone watching that one of the tricks
Illusion.
to make your space bigger is to put a mirror.
Yeah.
So we've successfully finally installed this mirror. But the challenge kanina was that whenever you use mirror and the walls, you have to be very cautious on what it reflects. So right now, it reflects the kitchen that we have tidied up already. Para naman when you see the reflection, it's nice. Now, what we did was, we sort of like covered it with layers of paintings and artworks. This is a Valenciana painting, a sketch that was actually just sitting in the storage that we thought of putting here and adding it to create layers. So, in effect, when you look at the mirror here, it covers partially the refrigerator. So anyway, here are creative ways on how to use mirror to make your space look bigger.
Nice.
The best places that I go to, and I think an interior design secret, is going to H&M Home.
Our go-to place.
It's really our go-to place for all finds that are chic, stylish, affordable, and just fitting for young couples.
Yeah.
One of the things that I love to do is actually do tablescapes. I mean, for all of you, syempre, you know that we also do events and we create, tablescapes for special gatherings. We're doing the tablescape already. So, ang pinagawa ko is that I had my staff lay out all the loots that we got from H&M Home so I can start already picking out what I want to use for the tablescape. So, para I had a buffet of H&M Home items there. Okay, one of the challenges of Dani's table is that it's existing that we need to work with, right? So the chairs are only 6. We can't add 2 more because it's going to make the space feel so cramped. When you do tablescape, it's very important to maintain a good color palette and theme. You have to always start with a theme. For Dani, we want to use it's rustic, right? It's rustic reverie, but it's kind of like gearing towards modern and less of the wood. So we're gonna do away with a lot of the wood because the base is already wood. So I'm going to do stoneware and ceramics. It's also important to note that when you do tablescapes, you have to ground everything, especially when your tabletop is clear glass. You need to make sure that you use solid underblades. Yeah, so you notice naman that when we do in style, we always consider layering pillows with some prints and pattern, but always making sure to offset it with plain ones. Always consider different types of sizes of pillows. Always make sure to fluff your pillows too. Dapat your pillows don't look lazy. Guys, 2 hours? Yes. Okay, game. Let's go.
You and I till the end. Don't need to pretend again and again. We'll stick together. Everything is alright with you by my side. We won't say goodbye. We'll stick together.
OMG!
Oh my God, guys. It felt so good to home fluff again. What do you like about the space?
The wall.
The wall, everything. You know, when you walk
Oh.
in, you automatically see the difference from the white one that was before, and then you have this accent wall that was
Kasi parang nagkaroon siya
gray.
medyo depth ng konti.
It was texture that we were looking for. Ako, the first thing that I had in mind was that sofa.
The comfortable sofa.
The comfortable sofa from Triboa Bay was very nice. I felt like the size was perfect. The depth was also perfect. Although it's just a 3-seater, it felt good for 4 people. The Ames chair that Dani had, actually when we zoomed, I said, I'm gonna get that chair and bring it downstairs because that chair was actually in their bedroom. And then the table from Moss Manila Home, syempre love your own brand. So it was a raw wood that was smoothed out, topped with this beautiful granite. It's a beautiful cream marble that felt almost like a limestone to me from Philippine Granite. So in effect, I felt like it also elevated the space and parang it modernized it. Of course, put together by all these H&M home accessories. Ako, love ko the throw pillows. It had more texture and it created a lot of impact into the otherwise very plain and, beige sofa.
Yeah.
And then the lighting fixture from Home Cartel, the tracklight. With that Home Cartel drop light, all the heads were movable and I can make that directional. So, I felt that was also perfect. In the dining area, okay, syempre love ko yung pinaghirapan nating mirror, di ba?
Yes.
Because of the bumps that we had. It perfectly blends in with everything else, with the really hint gold, the buffet cabinet that was black, and the artwork. Let's talk about that artwork a little bit. Javi had this red artwork that he didn't want to let go of because obviously it's an expensive Ivan Acuna piece. But I said, Hav, kasi let's just find another space for it because the red is just so striking. So we just created and reprinted this art that we bought and I felt it tied the whole space.
Yeah.
And the ones that we painted, the wishbone chairs, that was just all wood and we painted the wooden part except the abacus seat into black, matte black.
Then,
Ikaw, what's your favorite?
the barn door.
What I like about that is that it lets the light through.
Yes.
So when you turn on the
tama.
kitchen, the light is actually coming through. So it adds again another layer to the space. Last but not the least is the tablescape. So all these organic ceramics and tableware felt very unified with the whole theme and really complemented the whole space.
Yeah, so palagay mo, ano magiging reaction nila Dani tsaka niya?
Actually, hindi ako sure. But I think and I hope they'll be surprised.
Sticker.
Crossing fingers.
Oh my God! Oh my God, babe! Oh my God, I feel like I'm in a different house. Look, babe! Come on! Oh my gosh!
And there's food!
Well, we thought we walked in a different
wrong house.
Parang we felt like hindi na namin to bahay. It's like this is a new home again. It felt new.
This is our house?
This is not our house.
Really? This is our house?
We're in a different...
This is our house?
It's way cozy.
It has more character.
Yeah, it has more character. It's actually, it feels like, yun na nga, yung pagpasok mo ng bayo, it feels like a home na talaga.
Yeah.
Yung parang ang sarap umuwi sa ganitong environment. It's so pretty! You like our new house? You like? Right away when you enter, the first thing that's gonna enter everybody's heads is that it's so cozy. That's what I want eh. Yung parang after a long, long day, you come home to that.
Even if the couch got smaller, this seems so much more cozy.
Yeah.
It's more inviting. I'm still absorbing.
I'm still absorbing this. This is, oh my gosh, it's so nice.
It's so spacious.
I
All of a
want to
sudden.
cry. I can't believe it.
I love it.
True.
Okay, but you have what Atoti also did. I don't know if you guys saw.
Oh my god!
It's like a...
We have that many pictures?
Wait! Those pictures!
We have that many?
Look at that!
It's a memory wall.
We always wanted one, but we didn't know how to curate it.
Yes.
And we always had that in mind kasi nga that was so empty before. So parang when we saw it, tas all those pictures, para it gives back, so para it brings back so many memories. And that's what we wanted sana. And it's going to be so worth it when Millie grows up and she sees all these pictures. And if she points to it, we can just tell her all the stories behind those pictures. It's really such a nice gesture.
That's so emotional. That's so annoying.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Don't cry. Fine. We live here. It's okay.
I'm just so happy. I promised him at our wedding that what I promised him was I want them to look forward to coming home, and I always felt like I didn't do much pa for that to happen. Because now it's like one of the vows I told Javi is I want them to always look forward to coming home. And I always, ang dami ko laging iniiba sa area na to kasi feeling ko hindi pa siya home. That's why I got so emotional because now it feels so complete. Like I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders, and now it's how I imagined our home to be. It's home now. Parang now like I'm now I feel that it's home. You know, like
I think this is what you wanted.
yeah, so parang like now, parang feeling ko, ay ano my promise. Natapad ko yung promise ko.
Ay, hindi ko in-expect that Dani was gonna be emotional. There was a deeper meaning why. She felt like, wow, na-fulfill na niya yung promise niya dun sa
husband niya.
Sa husband niya.
I'm so happy. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I wish I could hug you.
I know, right?
I really feel like Moss Magic is the feeling that when you walk into an area, even when your eyes are closed, you know that the energy is great and it feels so warm. So for me, Moss Magic is just the feeling of being home. And even if we've only spent probably 10 minutes in our new home, I feel like I've lived here all my life.
Yeah.
And that's a feeling that's very hard to replicate or copy, and they did it so naturally.
When you see their hard work in every corner of the house, you see the love, the effort, and the time that they gave. It resonates. So for me, the Moss Magic changes lives talaga. No, I just wanna, I'm taking off my mask. We're all safe naman. I wanna thank Mr. and Mrs. B. Thank you so much. This is a dream. Really, this is a dream. It's like a dream come true for us. It's like a new beginning that we're coming home again to parang bagong bahay ulit. Yung feeling, kahit wala pa tayo isang taon. Thank you because you gave that to us, and the fact that, like what I said kanina, now it's like home na. Like I really feel in my heart that I fulfilled my promise to him. And we promise to make so many memories here, and that we will always remember you. Look around and say, Mr. Mrs. Always, and Bianca, always. So thank you so much. We love you, and I hope that you still have like all the energy in the world to still do this to many more people because you touch a lot of lives.
Thank you as well for allowing us into your home. I know again, it's difficult to let strangers, go into your lives. So thank you for allowing us. We only wish you the best. Cheers! Cheers, guys! Thank you! So there you have it, guys. That's our first episode for season 2. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it, and I hope it's actually worth the wait. Because I know, and we've been reading your comments, you were so concerned about us, about not having to produce anything for, I think, the past 2 months. But yeah, we're happy to be back. Please
Subscribe, hit that notification bell, and like
and share and comment if you like it, suggestions, whatnot. Again, thank you guys for watching. I'm Cindy, Mrs. B.
I'm Mado, Mr. B
And you're watching Mr. and Mrs. B
of Boss Design House.
Woo!